You collected these from the rotting fodders? Great! This will help me out! Where could the undead have gotten storm medallions? In order for me to investigate these medallions, I will need some Lumina crystals. They store storm magic and will be affected by the medallions. To get some Lumina crystals, you will need to go see Blad Raveneye, the miller by the falls. He runs the storm mill that produces the Lumina crystals.
Come to me. I am just outside the duel arena on Unicorn Way.
You are here investigating these events with all the undead? Hoo-ha! It's about time something was done about them. They're scaring all the citizens away. You need some Lumina crystals for your investigation? Why, I'd give you some, but my entire inventory was taken by the undead. If you can get over to the street and take back my barrels, I will gladly share them with you. I sure am glad to see a fresh face. I've got a lot to do here, and it doesn't look like it's going to be easy. The undead have brought along crows that are spoiling our crops. We need to build some scarecrows to scare those crows away. First thing we will need is some cloth to make the scarecrows' bodies. The cloth can be collected off of Scarlet Screamers. Can you get some cloth for us?
You have gained a treasure card. They are spell cards that are one use only. Once you cast a treasure card in combat, it is gone for good. Treasure cards have a gold border to distinguish them from other cards. Remember, you must put them into your spell deck before you can use them. To add a treasure card into your spell deck, open your deck and click on the treasure card tab. To access them in battle, simply discard any cards you do not want and click the draw button. This will draw treasure cards into your spell deck. Don't worry if your treasure card fizzles. It will return to your spell deck where you can try to use it again.
don't believe it. These Lumina crystals you brought me have been drained of magic. I'll bet those undead have a way of stealing the power from them. Most excellent. These will do just fine. You'd better take this crystal back to Duncan. I'm sure he'll want to see this. Now I need you to gather some straw. I think I saw some field guards hiding out in the haunted cave. Go and collect some straw from them.
The undead are able to steal magic from the Lumina crystals? They are too dim-witted to know how to do this on their own. Someone must be helping them. We still need a charged Lumina crystal to find the source of the storm medallions. Defeat Scarlet Screamers until you find a fully charged Lumina crystal. Then return it to me so we can finish the investigation.
har den heller. Det är så det den har den heller. จะผ่อนให้หน่อยเอโซ่สิที่เป็นพ่อผมเลย จะผ่อนให้หน่อยเอโซ่สิที่เป็นพ่อผมเลย
เ You got the crystal from the Scarlet Screamers? Great! Now we can figure out what's going on here, and especially who is behind this.
Duncan waves his wand over the Lumina crystal and the Storm medallion. Magical electricity arcs from the medallion, and an image appears in the crystal.
Of course! Go tell Susie Griffinbane that the undead on Triton Avenue are being led by the Harvest Lord, and that he has captured her brother.
My brother's been captured? We have to save him! Oh no! I'll bet that when Arthur was scouting the haunted cave, the undead kidnapped him. He's probably at the Harvest Lord's tower right now! Please, if you defeat the Harvest Lord, you'll not only save my brother, but you may stop all of the haunting on this street.
Hello again. I need your assistance for a moment. Could you come see me, please?
Greetings, oh wonderful wizard! Our mutual friend, Headmaster Ambrose, would have words with you if you have a moment to spare.
You have been asked to enter a dungeon. To go inside, you will need to stand on that sigil next to the door. Once you activate the sigil, a countdown will start. When the timer runs out,
In the back of the room, you notice
Thank you for freeing me, my friend. I feared that no one was ever going to find me. Please, go and tell my sister that I am safe. I know I have worried her so. May the winds of chance bring us together once more, Wizard.
You saved Arthur from the Harvest Lord? Thank you, young wizard. I don't know what I would have done had I lost him. You'd better tell the headmaster what has happened here. He needs to be informed on what's happening in Wizard City.
Oh, good. Now you know where all your classes are held. I hope you liked all the Ravenwood instructors. If you want, you can wander about to see what all Wizard City has to offer. I should mention, though, there have been some strange events around town. Nothing serious, nothing that a promising wizard like you couldn't handle. So, as a reward for your visiting all the instructors, here is a new spell card. Don't forget to add it to your deck. You say that this book was dropped on Unicorn Way by some stranger.
The headmaster uses his wand to create a force field around the book. As he speaks his words of power, the book suddenly bursts into flame and is consumed.
By Bartleby, I'm glad I used a protection spell on it. That book had a trap spell on it. I think they knew that it would eventually be brought to me. If I were to guess, I would say this book was the work of Malistaire. Be on guard, for I am sure there will be more dangers ahead for us. Be brave, young wizard. By Bartleby, you defeated the Harvest Lord? Oh, not many students can make that claim. Good work, young... The Harvest Lord mentioned that he was helping Malistaire. We need to find out what Malistaire's plans are, if Wizard City is ever to return to the nice place it once was. It's hard to run a school with all the monsters running amok. Many thanks to you for straightening everything out on Triton Avenue, young wizard. I fear the worst is not over yet. I want you to introduce yourself to Diego, the Duel Master. He manages the arena. The arena is just inside the entrance to Unicorn Way, on the right. Have you had a chance to visit the new pet pavilion in the Commons? It's a wondrous place where pets can be trained, hatched, and can even race against their friends. It's quite easy to find. Just head towards the library. I was wondering if you might do me the favor of delivering this parcel to Milo Barker, the ringmaster of the Pet Derby. Have a care not to crush or drop it. That wouldn't be at all pleasant.
Headmaster Ambrose hands you a box with some air holes punched in the top. It makes a slight grunting noise when you shake it.
Please convey this item to Ringmaster Barker, post haste. He shall reward you handsomely for your efforts.
Wizard, my dear friend, I've been robbed and I need your help exacting justice. Please come see me as soon as you can. Greetings. My name is Diego Santiago Corriquez Ramirez III, champion duelist.
The Duel Master bows with a great flourish of his cape.
The arena is a wondrous place. Students come here to hone their skills with magic, practice against others, and gain endless glory and fame. To try your hand against your classmates, enter the arena and step into the duel circle. If you train well, perhaps you can develop skills to rival even the great Malistaire, yes? What a duelist he was! He's the only person I would not want to duel in a real fight. Luckily, we only sparred for practice. Speaking of Malistaire, did you know that he and Cyrus are twin brothers? I wouldn't be surprised if Cyrus was helping Malistaire with all this mess in Wizard City. You should tell Ambrose to keep an eye on Cyrus.
Diego thinks that Cyrus is helping Malistaire cause all this trouble on Wizard City, eh? Oh, Diego shouldn't be spreading foolish rumors. Cyrus is a good professor. I trust him completely. I'm sure you heard that Malistaire Drake used to teach at the Death School. He was... The only thing he loved more than power was his wife, Sylvia. May she rest in peace. If only she was still with us, things might be different. But even death cannot be undone. Speaking of issues concerning Malistaire, one of his favorite students, a boy named Duncan Grimwater, has been tackling a ghost problem over on Triton Avenue. Can you inquire as to whether he has heard anything from his old professor? We need to know if Malistaire has been contacting former students.
Isn't it? There's some kind of tunnel.
So, the headmaster's still worried about Malistaire. If you ask me, I think Ambrose needs to quit blaming Malistaire every time something goes wrong in Wizard City. Malistaire Drake was such an inspiring professor. Most consider him to be the greatest necromancer of our time. He understood life's limitations and strove to face them unafraid. Ambrose has suggested for me to stop practicing the death arts. He even suggested I give life a try. Ha! But I keep studying on my own. Maybe one day I will be as powerful as Malistaire. If you want to find out more about Malistaire, maybe you should talk to an old friend of his wife. You have heard what happened to Malistaire's wife, right? No? Oh, if you're interested, go talk to Gloria Crindle in Old Town and ask her about Sylvia Drake. Those two women were close. She could tell you more.
You want to ask me about Malistaire's wife, Sylvia? Oh my, yes. I knew her very well. She taught the life magic class before Moolinda Wu. I sure miss her. What happened to her was such a shame, poor dear.
Madame Crindle becomes forlorn as she relives the sad memories.
Say, there is something you can do for me, child. Would you go find the scrapbook Sylvia and I made together? It would mean a lot to me to have it back. I'm not sure how, but Sergeant Skullsplitter has it. Could you go to his tower on Triton Avenue and get it back for me?